September 23rd, 2021. This one here I got a call from a guy. I've worked for him before. Him and his wife kind of like flip houses. And I guess he had bought a new house or whatever, or another house, and he's got a problem with the water, soften a piping or something. It's leaking. He tried to put a different type of water filtration filter in there. Now it's leaking out all over the place or something. I don't know. He said it's a good sized pipe, maybe 1.5 inches copper. Or 1 inch copper, he said. Probably more like 1.25 inches. But we're gonna go over there and see if we can find out what we need to fix this thing and see if we get it going for them. I've worked for them before. They're nice people. Did some work for him on a yellow burner, I think. And he was all saying, "Oh, you got a YouTube video, you're a YouTube star," and all this stuff. He's a cool guy. He's one of these type of guys that be using shark bite on there or something like that. He's a typical, you know, Joe Homeowner. Just trying to get stuff fixed the best he can and flip it. I think he flips houses. Try to get you some shots over there, but might be interesting. If he's calling me in to do it, it's got to be a little bit on a difficult side, or he'd be doing it himself, right? Might be interesting. Oh, Molly, Miss Molly, never a dull moment, Miss Molly. Never a dull moment, Miss Molly. I had to leave her home yesterday. I did a AC replacement yesterday, so I left her home. But she's back on the road again. Back on the road again. Alright, we'll try to get you some shots. Alright guys, so we got all this water on the floor. He thinks it's coming from this tank that's leaking. So these things aren't working anyway, so he wants them disconnected. Oh, I know where the fuck that thing goes to. Some kind of sprinkler line, but he wants them disconnected, so I'm going to disconnect them. See that filter we put in the back there? It's 1 inch, and there's 1 inch over here, so I'm going to get behind these tanks. I got to twin them 2 lines together, and then the water will come in through here. I wonder if he even put this thing in right. Yeah, it's in. Alright, so it's going to come in, come up here and twin into this, and then go to the house. That's 1.5 inches. But he's going through this 1 inch. So I gotta drain the I got the well off. I'm gonna put my pump on and pump it out. Got the sprinkler off because I think the sprinkler, see all this how it's all wet here? I think the sprinkler's leaking by. Let's see how we got up here. It's not as wet. But down here, I think his sprinkler's leaking. So let me hook up my pump and my hose to that, and we'll dump it right out the window here. And we'll cut that pipe. See if we could sort that out for him. That's the game plan anyway. I wonder what the fucking heat exchanger or something. Got all kinds of crazy shit in this house. This could be where the leak is right here. See that? I bet you that's where it's leaking when it rains. I bet you. He wants these tanks removed? I'll remove them. I'm skin off my balls. What do I care? Got my little pump hooked up there and pumping the water right out. He's opening all the faucets upstairs up. Give that a minute. The relief valve don't seem to be leaking here. You know, it could be anything. Could be those tanks leaking, I mean. I don't know. Once I'm disconnected, they're going to be disconnected. Yeehaw! Unbelievable. Some kind of hanger on there for now. You want to go around and shut everything off upstairs, you can now. All right. Shut all the faucets off. Yeehaw! This guy's keeping up with the Joneses here. Holy shit. I got this as an opening, so if any steam builds up, it'll blow out here. It'll blow my solder out. That's always a good trick. That's a plumber's trick. Some kind of vent, so you don't, because if there's water in there, it's going to want to steam, right? notice I never get my hands directly underneath the pipe or it could drip on me, because you'll get burnt. I'm gonna put a valve there, I think, ball valve for them, and we could turn the water back on. Alright, so I put a hanger there. It's an 1.5 inches. It's the smallest one I had. Put a boiler drain there, and I replaced the boiler drain on the bottom there. So it's gonna come up, it's gonna go into this filter and then up through the house because this bypass is off. So that should work. I think the water might be coming from, could be coming from this hole, any one of these holes that are drilled in the concrete. He's got everything off upstairs, supposedly. See if we have any leaks. Like we got any leaks there. That's what I like about that drain. Because he had a hose off of this running over. He'll be able to put a hose off of this one. It's easy. He's a big tall dude, so he's gonna like that. This thing's taller than me. Thing's gotta be like 6'6". It's a flipping monster. He thinks that was leaking, but I don't know. Maybe. We'll find out. Alright. I'm gonna leave that other hanger on there for now. I'm gonna tell him to put a piece of wood in there or something. Really should secure that to the wall. Secure that so when he takes this apart, you know, he really needs to secure that somehow with some 2x4 or something on there. Maybe down from the ceiling, a 2x4 down from the ceiling, or across and down on the floor, maybe. I don't know. He's got to do something that's got to be secured. But for now, it's good enough. He's going to start yanking on this, and it's going to loosen up all these joints. Pro press shit. Crazy.